my lovelies, welcome to another Mad Hatter review. Today we are taking a look at the SUPER7 MUCKMAN and Joe Eyeball by SUPER7. I already said SUPER7 in the beginning. I don't know why I repeated it. Anyway, it's the beginning of the week. I'm a little fuzzy, but kind of got off track on reviewing these. I did the Donatello. I was going to jump into some of the other ones, but then life just got in the way. But forget about all that. We're back reviewing toys. FYI, I got this baby and some of the other SUPER7 ones from Toy Stalker, okay? If you are looking for a retailer to buy your toys at, go to Toy Stalker. You know why? Because you get a sweet 10% off when you put in code HouseHatter, okay? That's why. Do you like money? Do you like not to spend money? Do you like toys sent to you promptly? Go to Toy Stalker. I'll put a link in the description. So, let's go ahead and just get right into the review here. So it is a SUPER7 TMNT product. It comes in the familiar box right here. But on this one, on the manhole cover, you got Mr. MUCKMAN right here. And take a look at this. This thing is thick. This is like reading the Silmarillion or something. Look how thick this thing is. And on the back here, you just get the Ninja Turtle. So without further ado, let's go ahead and slip this thing open. This is my favorite part. MUCKMAN and Joe Eyeball. Whoa. Oh my God. All right. And yes, I will be doing comparisons with the other, with the NECA MUCKMAN and Joe Eyeball. But the size of this guy already is scaring me. Okay. It's scaring me because where am I going to put this guy? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to have to move into like a mansion. I'll set up like a GoFundMe for the Hatter Mansion. But on the back here, you have the MUCKMAN Joe Eyeball bio. Go ahead and pause that if you want. And I got to crack this guy open, so I'm going to stop filibustering. And let's go ahead and open him up, and we will see you there. All right, welcome back. So forgive this temporary setup. I know there's a bunch of Marvel guys in the back, so we're mixing and matching in a way that might not make sense. But who cares, okay? We fly by the seat of our pants here. So taking a look at this MUCKMAN, and oh my God, this dude has presence. He's got the it factor. This guy reminds me of like, I mean, first of all, he embodies like that like 90s, like Nickelodeon. I don't even know how to describe it. Just like Toxic Avenger and things that were all about slime. And I feel like he just captured an era. And this is just a beautiful sculpt. I mean, if this was a statue, I think it would be worth the money. That's not to say that like articulation and that kind of stuff doesn't matter, but like its sculpt is so, I mean, it's so lively and so detailed. Let's just get into it, just from top to bottom. So right at the top, you got the banana peel. A lot of similarities, by the way, to the NECA MUCKMAN. So, you know, they'll be going over some of the same territory. But you got the banana peel. You have all of these, like, they look like they're spores, like mushroom spores, because if you can see, they have like these little, I don't know, little like dots on there. You have this this creepy crawly bug. You got the clothespin on the nose. Then you have the mouth, and the mouth is neat because it's outlined with almost what looks like tentacles. I mean, not almost. I mean, these look like tentacles right here. They have the little suction cups there, or the little suction things there. And yeah, so it kind of reminds me a little, what's the name? What's the name of the pirate? Pirates of the Caribbean. Davy Jones has that sort of feel to him, where I know the NECA one was not as detailed here. And again, we'll do a side-by-side comparison. Keep in mind, obviously, the NECA one is cartoon-based, so there wouldn't be all of these details. But that is what I appreciate about just the sort of Playmates riff that they do. They don't have to abide by that. Moving down here, you got all this garbage and stuff that's in there. You got this teddy bear, this flower, this spider. Then you have the torn shirt, the jumpsuit here. You got his ID pass right there. And then on the side, you have this arm. I mean, it's got bugs and crawlies, and he's got mushrooms. That's pretty gross, just sticking out right here. And then what I also like is these parts where it's sort of the bone protrudes, so it's not slime, but it's just bone in there. And then on the other side, they're not. It's not identical. The other side here has got this soda can in there, and then some more bugs and some worms in there. And just moving down, He's got this frog on there. He's got another creepy crawly, some more mushrooms. This guy is gross for sure. And then the legs. The one leg is just completely insane. It's got the soda bottle. It's got some pizza. That's delicious. And he's got some bones right there. And then he's got some milk. This could be our milk. Cat sifting over there. Don't mind that. So then he's got this fish bone here. And then the back has got all sorts of fun stuff, apple core, more soda, and we'll show you what this hole does. So, and by the way, the face, just the eyes, the bug eyes, they kind of remind me of a Scumbug a little bit. I just love how expressive he is. And this is in terms of sculpt and in terms of paint too, this is like a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't do ratings here, but like if I had to force one, I would say that, I mean, how are you going to get better than this? This is like statue quality painting. In terms of his accessories, and then we'll go over articulation, he comes with this bazooka right here. So you can, or I think it's a bazooka, but he's got the bugs on there. And it's made out of, looks like it's made out of soda cans. He's got what is it? Looks like it says 7-Up and then soda right there. But could probably do some damage. And then he's got the two hands right here. I really like these hands. One of them is this really grody, I mean, you could see all the muck is connected there. You can't put a gun in that hand, obviously, but it's really cool. And then this other one looks like it has like shit coming out of it, which is kind of gnarly. So that's really cool. And then finally, Mr. Joe Eyeball. And this guy does not disappoint. Great sculpt on this guy. I love the eyes. I love the mouth. And it looks like, there is depth in the mouth. The teeth are all crazy. And then he's got a bonus eyeball right here, which is kind of cool. Very, very little articulation. I mean, since we're here, why don't we just go over him? I mean, he technically has a ball joint here, but he doesn't really do much other than turn his head back and forth. And then he's got ball joints on the top arm, so he can kind of, I mean, you're getting this and you're getting that. So you're not going to really do much with him. The rest of this is static. It does not move, but he stands up pretty well, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, so you got Joe Eyeball right here. And then you have this trash can, which goes on MUCKMAN's back, and it's got slime and all this crazy shit coming out of it. So let's go ahead and just pop this on. So you got that, and then you can pop Joe Eyeball right there, and you can have them together, kind of like a Master Blaster situation. So that's really cool. Let's take him out just for a second, just to go over articulation. So in terms of articulation, looks his head is actually pretty posable. So looks to the side pretty well, looks up pretty well, and looks down. Doesn't look down that well, but I mean, you get a lot of movement from the head for such a big guy. Ball joints on the shoulders right here, no bicep swivel. There's just too much junk in here, I think. There's a single hinge on the elbow. You got a rotation on the wrist, and you got a hinge on there. There is a waist swivel, so you can get that. That's about all you get. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned the hole. If you look on the other side, there's all kinds of vines in there, so that's pretty gnarly. In terms of posability on the leg, so you can kind of do the splits here. So you get the ball joint on the thighs, you get a rotation on the thigh too, you get the single hinge on the knee, and then you get a hinge, and it's a little stuck here, but you get a hinge on the ankle, and then you get sort of a rock. You got one right here. You can take a look. They're pretty big. The one thing that I will say that bothers me just a little bit is because this leg is longer than this one. He seems to want to like lean this way, if you can see. But all that means is you just kind of have to like maybe bend the other leg, or I don't know, just kind of like get him just in the right position. So yeah, just it requires a little bit of finagling in terms of how he measures up to the NECA one. So you can take a look at him right here, back to back. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but like this one, when I look at him like this one looks like it's like the colors are a lot more faded. It doesn't look obviously as vibrant as the SUPER7 one. I don't know if it's just my NECA MUCKMAN, but yeah, it just doesn't have that color pop that this guy has. Now, obviously, there is a price difference on these figures, but I mean, just just look at how this guy pops versus this guy. So, and obviously this is also a cartoon version, but so it's not just the size difference. Obviously there's a gigantic size difference, and you can even see in the Joe Eyeball versus their Joe Eyeball right here, just huge size difference, but also paint difference. I don't know, their painting is, the paint is just a lot sharper on this. And, but yeah, I mean, look, all in all, this is still a very accurate NECA figure. And, you know, I love it for its own reasons, but I'll say for just the sheer wow ability, I mean, you got to give it to the SUPER7, MUCKMAN. I mean, this thing is just, this is a beautiful figure. So, so yeah, and just in terms of like how he stacks up to the Turtles in his own line, I mean, that's pretty much the size difference. You could see Raphael, he'll kind of come up to his shoulder. So he's pretty big. He's the biggest, I believe, the biggest of the SUPER7 output. So yeah, I mean, this is a great figure. This is a he has presence. He is gigantic. He might be, I don't know, is he big? Is he the biggest? I mean, Bebop might be taller, but he's definitely the biggest. He's the heftiest. He's the dude that you kind of put in the back. So I'm pretty happy with this guy. I think I know SUPER7 gets dinged a lot for their prices, but I think this is one where you look at it and you're like, this is worth the $50. This is a $50 figure all day. And I think anybody who is a fan of Ninja Turtles and, you know, and this character, MUCKMAN, is going to really dig this figure. So that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think about this. Again, there's not that much negative to say. He's a beautiful figure. Painting is beautiful. Details are great. And I think you guys are going to be happy with him. Let me know what you think. Drop me a like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.